G'day, my name's Philip. Welcome back to the A to Z of Clarinet. We have reached I, and I is for intonation. Playing in tune is essential. We have to play in tune. We need to play in tune. Not just because if we play out of tune, the people around us are going to judge us, but because music sounds its best and its most magical when it's beautifully in tune. Throughout all of these videos I've been making, I have been saying a note with a perfect sound quality is in tune, and I stand by that. But what is in tune? Well, I'm not going to go into the mathematics or the physics of it, partly because we don't really have time for that, but more importantly, I'm not really smart enough. But put very simply, in tune is when the notes we play in combination are pleasing to the ear. Notes that are in tune with one another make us feel good. Now, if I was your teacher and I told you to go and practice intonation for 20 minutes a day, what would you do? Would you go and grab your tuner and play 1,000 A's in a row and see if you can reliably put the needle right in the middle of the tuner? Or would you play a note on the piano and tune to that and make little adjustments, then maybe another couple of notes and tune those? Or would you play a long, slow scale, keeping an eye on the tuner to see where the intonation sits and make little adjustments as you go along? Well, all of those are good things to do, and they are things that we should do. But I think we can go a little bit further. I think there are some skills that we can work on. Think for a second about what those exercises are actually training. Sure, they're training flexibility so that when you make those little adjustments, you can keep a good sound. Also, you're listening. You're listening so that you know how to make those adjustments. But watching a needle on a tuner, does that actually do anything to train your ears? It doesn't. It's more like training your eyes. So if those are the kind of exercises you do, great. But I think we can take this a little bit deeper. Tuning unisons. Obviously, this is something that we have to work on. When we're playing in unison with someone else, that is when our intonation is its most exposed. If I'm playing an A at 440 Hertz and my friend is playing an A at 441 Hertz, what are we going to hear? The dreaded beat. What we're going to hear is that beat once per second for every Hertz that we're different. Now, hearing that beat and being able to manipulate that beat is the foundation of a much deeper skill that we're going to use when we're tuning intervals. So practicing unisons is great, and I would suggest that you do it with some kind of drone. The tuning app that I use, Tonal Energy, has a fantastic drone function for this, and you can hook it up to a speaker to have it nice and loud. So tuning intervals. Tuning intervals is one of the most overlooked skills in the practice room. Now, as I already said, I'm not going to go into the maths or the physics or the theory of this, but many of you will know that a piano is tuned to what we call equal temperament or something like equal temperament, where the distance in pitch between all the semitones is equal across the range. Now, ensembles, like whether it's duets or clarinet quartets or a string quartet, even a wind band or an orchestra, we tune to something called just intonation. Now, that is an intonation system that's based more around the relative intonation between pitches. Now, we don't need to have a PhD in acoustics or physics in order to know how to do this. It's very simple. When it sounds good, it's in tune. Here is the big secret: tune the buzz. Now, like we had those little beats when we're playing unisons and we can hear the little beat there. Now, that beat is a beautiful phenomenon known as a combination tone. What we're hearing is the difference of the two frequencies that we're playing manifested as an imaginary third frequency. It kind of sounds like a buzz. And you might have heard this before. It's super cool. I love it. And what that is, it's basically the same as what you heard in the beat when you're tuning a unison, except that frequency is much faster because the two frequencies you're playing are further apart. So let's check this out. I'm going to play an F and I'm going to play an A, and I'm going to put them right in the middle of the tuner. Now, to me, That sounds pretty gross. If I'm using my eyes, it's in tune. But does it sound in tune? No. Hopefully you can hear that third pitch. It's kind of like a low F that's really sharp. Now this time I'm going to take my eyes off the tuner when I play the A. And what I'm going to listen to is just the buzz. I'm not going to listen to the F, and I'm not going to listen to what I'm doing with the A. I'm just going to listen to that third imaginary pitch. Here's the secret. When that buzz is in tune, the notes are in tune. It doesn't matter what frequency the A is. It doesn't matter where it sits on your tuner relative to that F. When the buzz is in tune, that A is in tune. It is a pure interval, a pure major third. So we can free ourselves from the tuner and listen to that buzz and tune the buzz. Now, it's not just major thirds either. You can do this with pretty much any interval. Here's that F again, and I'm just going to play around a bit. I'm going to play a few different pitches, and I want you to listen to that buzz. Isn't that wild? It sounds amazing. So, no matter what the interval you're playing, listen for that buzz. And when it sounds in tune, the two notes are in tune. Now, you might be reluctant to think about it that way because we're so used to locking into a piano or locking into a 440 or 441 or something like that. But this is a different way of thinking. This is about playing with good intonation rather than just a particular absolute pitch. Now, it won't always be that obvious to your ears because you won't always be able to hear or perceive that difference tone. If the notes are too far apart, for example, or even too close together, or they're in a low register, the difference tone might be far too low to be perceived by your hearing. But a lot of the time, this is a really useful skill for your ensemble playing. Some magical moments of this in the orchestral repertoire too. Think about the slow movement, the Pavane from Beethoven's Symphony No. 7 and Mendelssohn's Hebrides Overture, where we have those beautiful clarinet duets. If you're playing pretty well in tune, that buzz is almost deafening. Now, if you want to look under the hood and do the math yourself, you can. The way this works is that the frequency of the difference tone is the higher frequency minus the lower frequency. For example, for that major third, if the concert G is 783.99 Hz and the concert E flat is 622.25 Hz, our difference tone is thus 161.74 Hz, which is a very sharp E flat 2 octaves below the one we played. By bringing our concert G down by about 6.18 Hz, or roughly 11 cents on the tuner, that low E flat buzz comes in at a beautifully in tune 155.56 Hz. Or use your ears, tune the buzz, and whatever those other two pitches are, they will be in tune with each other. So incorporate this into your practice. Get a drone, put it on a single pitch, any pitch, and then just play a bunch of notes, tuning that buzz as you go. What you'll then be doing is exercising that skill of playing in tune back to that pitch. Then change the pitch and do it all over again. There's virtually infinite exercises that you can do yourself on this. Just play around with the drone, listen, and make those beautiful in-tune sounds. So that's it for this week. Tune the buzz, listen to that beautiful difference tone, and really use it to your advantage. I really want to keep making these videos, and I would love your help in doing that. So please like, share, subscribe, put comments down in the comment section. All of that helps these videos get in front of more people, which just, gives me a bit more inspiration to keep doing it. Can you think of any other examples in repertoire of this difference tone being used as a third pitch? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much. It's a really busy time, so I might not see you next week, but I'll see you again soon, and that will be for J. What the heck does the letter J have to do with the clarinet? But stay tuned and you'll see. Take care, and I'll see you soon.